Alrighty, day 43. Quick one today, late one today. I think my dog's trying to bust her way into this room. Day 43, not much really went down. Work today, so not much work on the book. A little bit of reading, just having some fun with it. I think the biggest thing is after finishing Fallout Season 2, which was alright, it had some good moments, I've restarted Fallout 3 and New Vegas in the combined mod that is Tales of Two Wasteland. I gotta say, it is funny and so janked to go back to this game like several years later. I'm having a blast with it, just playing some tunes, smashing some fire ants, getting my ass handed to me by a bridge full of landmines. It's good stuff. And one of the things I'm kind of reminiscing a lot about is nostalgia of those things that you hold so dear but you've forgotten about until something kind of brings you back to it. Nostalgia is fantastic to remind you of fundamentals that you appreciate about yourself or appreciate about the things around you. For instance, wanting to get into narrative work has always been something I've very much been appealed by, but I've never really worked on. Dungeons and Dragons is so helpful with kind of growing you into that. I did that with Dungeons and Dragons for so long. Coming to play Fallout now, I'm noticing a lot of the narrative beats that are pretty ingenious for a video game company like Bethesda that would grow into such mediocrity where it's at now. And I know past games aren't reflections of a company nowadays because, of course, the people who worked on this don't work on the modern Fallouts. But just the caliber of story writing that's in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas just shows how if narrative is not driven by passion, then there's no point to it. And this nostalgia of wanting to create stories, like the nostalgia that kind of kicks you into wanting to create stories. And I can see so much of this is like the nostalgia of probably the writers like Mad Max and A Roadside Picnic and things like that. So for today, 43, if you're someone who's creative and want to get into creative arts and you want something to kind of draw your passion out, for me, it's narrative and writing. Just get into something that you haven't touched for a long time and see how that can kind of transform you back to being a kid and being back to